This episode of It's All Greek to Me is brought to you by our premium corporate partner, Levendis Lawyers.
I'm married 52 years. No, 52 years married.
This is Peter, and he and Vicki were together for a long time. Today's episode is in memory of the beautiful Vicki, as we filmed with them around 10 years ago. It's a testament to our idea that these stories are important. These family memoirs need to be shared and, more importantly, remembered.
In 1955, with the immigration department, I left from Greece to come to Australia to work for 2 years for government here. And he wanted something to do on the railway lines. And I worked close to Kalgoorlie. And after for a while, I have a letter for a friend of mine, Pork. He said to me, "What do you do?" I said, "We have to work for government for 2 years." He said to me, "Listen, you can come to Pork to work the same job with the government." I said, "I can do that because I'm young, 19 years old." I said to him, "You make sure if coming to work for government, I don't want any trouble, you don't want me sent back to Greece." I come to Pork, I work the same job, and after 3 or 4 years, I thought I'd get married because only myself and a friend of mine showed me the photo of his sister. And he said to me, "I have this sister. Do you like to marry?" I said to him, "Listen, Michael, I don't know his sister. He don't know me. If you bring her here, your sister don't like me, or me, I don't like his sister. I'm going to be honest. I don't want to bring your sister because he let me, the government, bring one girl from Greece. But if you make a mistake, if I don't want the girl, can't have any choice to bring another girl from Greece." I said to him, "Better you bring your sister and bring the sister here after 1 year. He's younger too, 19 years old. I'm 24. I said, "Listen, I know your brother. I don't know you much. Your brother very good for a while. And if you think to marry me, I am me. Norma Carreon. I have few bob to buy the house. I never smoked that time. I never drink that time. Doesn't matter, I now have a few drinks. I have 500 pounds. Speak to them, everything all right." I said, "I think I have to marry your sister." That's what happened. I do. I'm married for my wife. I have 2 children. I'm happy up to now.
Vicki here is a great old school cook, and we're actually preparing a pork stifado, which is traditionally done. Stifado is braised onions in a casserole type dish with a tomato-based sauce. We've got some beautiful fresh ingredients which come straight from their garden. Chopped onion, we've got beautiful tomato paste and purees, we've got bay leaves, and of course their homemade dry red wine. Because of the amount of pork that we're browning, we've actually done it in 2 different lots so that we don't put it all in one pot so that it doesn't actually stew. Once this is ready, we're going to transfer the remainder of the stuff that we've already browned. We're going to add the onions so that the caramelisation process starts and the flavours start to infuse. Now, the all-important ingredient, the beautiful homemade red wine. Don't be shy, you can never get enough of this stuff.
Nice.
Κοίτα εκεί πέρα το πράγμα.
Το πράγμα. Βάλε. Για να βάλει κι άλλο.
Vicki then adds ground pepper, cinnamon sticks and bay leaves, which will give the stifado a great flavour. Then in goes the tinned tomatoes and a jar of tomato passata. Everything is stirred to mix the sauce through. And the lid goes on for it to simmer for about an hour. Now we're just caramelising the little cocktail onions so that we can actually give them a nice, beautiful sweetness so the sugars start to come out, and then we'll add it into the beautiful pork stifado. This is nowhere near ready yet. I think I'm ready to dig in right now. After the onions have caramelised, they're added to the reduced stifado. And this is when the magic happens. The flavour is out of this world. Migrants settling into Australia from 1969 to 1989 created great economic prosperity for Australia, as there was an increased demand for property. Peter and Vicki have lived here for over 40 years, and over here what you can see is something that you can only describe as their own market garden.
I love the garden because I like to pass my time. A few tomatoes, nice tomatoes, I can see, beautiful, look. I want my garden a little bit better. This here is my fig tree, beautiful tree, but the birds come down. What I do, I put a few things there, shake a little bit, scared a little bit. I do what I can. Not really, I'm not happy what I done. For my yard, still I'm not happy. I want a bit more to look better.
We're doing a dessert segment now to complement Kyria Vasiliki and Kyria Panayotis' pork stifado.
Dessert.
Amazing dessert. Now,
Favourite part.
I've got to say,
Yep.
this particular episode was filmed 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
10 years
10
ago.
years ago.
As you can probably tell, I don't
Did
know.
we
there's
exist 10 years ago?
Well, there was a slight difference.
How old am I?
If you look at me in this particular episode,
Yeah.
I was a few kilos lighter.
Yeah.
Probably about, 250 galactoburika worth lighter. Okay, so I'm going to fix this sucker in so I can try
Me
and look
too.
half decent. And let's do a beautiful apple Bougatsa to complement
The
Vicki's pork stifado.
Pork, apple.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Now, the beauty of this particular Bougatsa recipe is that the one we are going to do now is a little bit different to other ones. This Bougatsa recipe, Nico, believe it or not, is egg-free. It is also dairy-free.
Hang on.
Exactly.
Is it honey-free?
It's honey-free.
It's
honey-free.
vegan.
Let's get on to it. What we're going to
So
do...
you have plant-based milk?
We do. We're using soy.
To soy sauce.
Akrivos, okay? Now, we've got a couple of apples, Granny Smiths. I want you, please, sir, to peel those.
Yes.
And we're going to dice them up. We're going to prepare a bit of apple that we're going to put in amongst this beautiful custard. We're going to peel the apples, dice them up, put them straight into this pot with a half a cup of sugar.
Yep. Cut the cheeks off.
Just dice them up. It doesn't matter. Just make it rough. Put that in amongst here, right here.
And Granny Smith is the perfect apple for this, isn't it, really?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It holds together really nice. Has the perfect bit of sourness.
Yes.
With sweetness of the sugar. Bougatsa is actually, you go up north to Thessaloniki,
Yes.
the northern part of Greece, all that.
The
Bougatsa,
second capital of Greece.
Correct.
Thessaloniki.
now,
Second largest city. Renowned. That's where the Bougatsa is the best. They are...
and they do it with their homemade filo, the whole lot.
Right.
Now, the thing about Bougatsa, a lot of us associate Bougatsa with being very, it's always a custard, sweet custard. However, Bougatsa, they've got any Bougatsa you can imagine, parcels.
Cheese and spinach.
Well, in this custard, if you put half a cup of feta cheese,
Yeah.
it gives it a savoury twist. They have meat Bougatsa.
Yep.
The meat Bougatsa is actually not necessarily with custard. It can
No,
be
it's
with
just
meat.
No, it's minced meat.
On the cooktop, that's it. That's how easy it is. This ground cinnamon, cassia.
Yes.
We're going to put a bit of that in there for flavour as well.
Sure.
Mix it up on the heat. All right. What we're going to do now is
do you
prepare
need?
a custard. We need a bit of semolina, bit of sugar, put a little bit of vanilla sugar here. Then what we're going to do in here, we're going to put enough to make a bit of a perfect. The rest of it in here. Now let's make the custard on the stove.
Let's go.
Bummer. Don't forget this, sir.
What?
It's a bit of something.
Okay.
Ella. That apple is ready to go. Take it off. Put the milk on to warm
Let's
it
go.
up.
How are you going to flavour this?
What? Okay, bravo. He's so switched on. He's a good boy. Put a couple of flutes in there. Little bit of lemon. It's just going to give it that little bit of tang. Just a couple of beautiful.
Is that it?
We'll put one more yet calor.
I love
Perfect.
There you go.
Perfect. That's in there. It's going to give it a bit of flavour. Then we have our mix here, which is the semolina sugar mix. Let's add it in here, Nicomo. Bravo. What a... Look at that. Perfect. I'll take that off you.
Yep.
You can keep stirring there, sir.
Yeah, stirring. You want me to stir it?
Stir it.
Stir it. You're nothing.
Tomato.
No one likes you.
Don't be a bully.
No, how you told me to stir it?
No. Stop being... Give it here.
We don't like you anyway.
Be nice.
All right.
Use the wooden spoon. Keep stirring. It's going to come to a boil because of the semolina. It's going to thicken. Perfect. Now, people associate custard with eggs and milk. Now,
Dairy.
this, yeah, and dairy. Okay, this is a plant-based milk. You don't have to have eggs. We've got semolina as the thickening agent. We've got sugar as the sweetener. We added a little bit of the vanilla sugar to give it that little bit of edge. And we've got the lemon peel, which is going to give it that tang. It's going to be a perfectly smooth custard.
No curdling, just in case you make a mistake.
You just keep going. This
Not that
is-
we make mistakes.
we don't make
never
mistakes,
make
but just in
mistakes.
case someone else makes
Yeah,
a mistake.
everybody else.
Okay. The custard is nearly ready. You can see how it's thickening. Generally, when it comes to a bubble, it's starting to thicken now.
Ready to go?
Turn it off. Yep.
Finish?
Perfect. Take it off. Let's go cool it down. Hello. Good boys. Hang on. Give me that one there. We're going to cool down the custard so we can work with it. Look at that. Beautiful custard. Look at that. Lovely. Now we're just going to spread that out. Because the more surface area we spread it over, the quicker it's going to cool down. Let that sit for about 10 minutes at room temperature and it'll cool down beautifully. All right, now the custard's cooled down.
Called custard. But we like hot custard
You
too.
like hot custard, okay, done. Okay. Now, remember, 3
worries.
lemon strips. We put 3 in there. Take those out. Look at this. Seriously, on top of, as we said, ice cream, but this Bougatsa, this custard, honestly, look at that. How gorgeous. Mix it, fold it all over together. That's it. Odell. No right or wrong way. This is how easy it is. Get the custard, put the apple in together. You got the beautiful flavors of cinnamon complementing this custard. You don't need a piping bag. I've got a disposable piping bag that I'm going to use to make it a bit easier. That's fine. What we don't want to do is overwork it because then it will become too runny.
Yes.
I'm going to put this in here. Filo pastry. Filo pastry. We've got a bit of vegetable oil. Got our... We were painting the house.
That's right. And so, we washed it really well.
I love using, for my pastries, I love using a good quality paintbrush with dark bristles.
Yep.
If it happens that a strand comes off, you'll pick it up. Then, what we do is you can go, look at that. Look at how gorgeous that is. So here we have, this is a nice thin filo pastry, so you get 3 layers, put it over here, put a touch of oil, just dab it.
Is that vegetable oil?
This is vegetable oil. Fold it over again. Beautiful.
We don't need any more flavour, really. That's enough.
No. Beautiful little parcel. We have our baking dish with a bit of greaseproof paper. That's all you need. That's it. Now, we're going to try and get 5 out of this.
Oh, okay.
That one, if you want to do a taste test,
You want
taste
to
it
do a
up.
taste test?
You can if you like. Go straight out. Go on. Oh, here. You want to put some on the spoon? I was going to say put some on a spoon there. Okay. Far out, man. Okay.
Great. It's great. You've got.
Okay. Little bit of oil onto here. Ready to go. Can you throw out the bag so
Of
we can
course
go to
I'll
the
throw out the
oven?
bag.
All right, done. Far out, man. How am I supposed to work? Never work with children, animals, or Nico. In the oven, 175 degrees for about 30 minutes or so, and they're going to come out beautifully. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. The beauty of this, they're ready, crispy filo pastry. You can smell that.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
unbelievable. There's different ways of doing this. You can. Traditional icing with a bit of cinnamon.
That's just too much.
Then we've got our cinnamon.
Yep.
This is the ultimate flavour.
Oh, we love our cinnamon. We absolutely love
You
our
know
cinnamon.
what? It's actually good for your blood sugar levels
It is,
as
it
well.
is, especially when it's mixed in with the icing sugar. They tell me that combination, it does wonders, biochemically speaking.
It tastes good.
Yes.
Then, these ones here,
What are you going to do with those?
the apple. Remember that apple we had? Put a bit on top of there.
Oh, wow. Apple's good for you too, apparently.
Nicole?
Yep.
It's tasting time.
Is it tasting time?
Seriously? That's that one? Are you going to actually let me have a little bit here?
I'll, well, you've already had some, haven't you, really?
No, I haven't actually.
haven't
You ate
you?
it out the bag.
Oh. Okay.
First, I'm going to go the apple a lot better with the stewed apple. Beautiful.
Apple pie. Just in a
That's
different way.
perfect. Do it at home.
Yeah, we love it.
Make this apple bougatsa at home. And I lift
After the hour line, I jump from another job to the other job, another job. But after a while, no jobs. The house of Porpiri get down. Come to Adelaide for £100 with the 2 kids. I look around everywhere for a house. For £100, what I can get? Can't get it for £100. The bank say to me, what do you got? I said, things in Porpiri get bad. I got a house there. I say, well, no. If you got a house, I can't lend you any money because you got a second house. I said, now the house of Porpiri is not worth nothing. He said, if you sell the house, maybe I do something. You get few bob from there, plus your deposit.
Borrowing from a bank back then for a migrant was tough.
I go to Porpiri. I say, anybody want the house? I say, no. Nobody. One man say, listen, I give you £300, but I haven't got cash money. He said to me, the best thing, my son, he got a car for sale. I said, how much you want for your son, for your car? He said, £300. I go in the bank, he said to me, you sell the house, where's the money? I said, I get the car. I said, I can't lend you any money.
Eventually, with hard work and savings, Peter was able to buy his house and he kept the car. Beautiful. Whether I'm here in Peter and Vicky's backyard or in my own family's backyard, it all feels the same. This is all about keeping and maintaining our beautiful tradition. Family get together, beautiful homemade food. It's something that keeps the family together and we're just enjoying a beautiful homemade wine. This is actually truly the life. Can't really say much more.